I called my album Stairs. My first album was Stairs. My second one's gonna be called Stairs too, and it's because my life has been stairs. I watched my friends who took off and become successful overnight, and then they fell off overnight because life is stairs because it's so hard to go up, but it's so easy to come down, and everybody knows that shit. So you got to appreciate every single moment. It took me to realize that what I do is not a destination. There's no destination to a come up. It's a journey. Like you need to enjoy every single second of your journey because you just got to pray that your journey and your story is long. As you can see, every single rapper is dying every other hour. And it's like a new rapper every single second you see a new rapper. You know what I'm saying? So what makes you different from the next person? What with me was I wasn't chasing waves. I just did what I wanted to do. I did what I felt in my heart was right. I did the kind of music I felt in my heart. I never wanted to let somebody tell me what kind of music or how I should look or anything. I just chased my heart and my dream, and I feel like that's what made the come up so crazy. And I'm kind of happy because now I look back and like I said, I'm kind of happy because I smile at the people that said no to me because they fell off. So even those people that say no to you, you got to thank them because if they said yes to you, you'd fall with them. So that's that, man. And now I'm here working on my second album. I got Joey Badass. I got Gigs, French Montana, DJ Snake, putting Rocky on it. Um, it's gonna be a special album. Special. It's about a rapper who gets stuck in a time machine and is forced to make '80s music. And this is how I became the Trap Phil Collins.
Wow.
And that's that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
There's a lot of setbacks in this.
Yeah.
A lot. How have you managed to deal with setbacks? How do you deal with failure?
Man, bro, I failed. I failed so many times, bro. So many times. And I've failed so many times. But the thing that's so crazy is I look at every setback like a slingshot. Because the further I get set back, when that shit lets go, I'm out of here. So every time God takes me back, he takes me back 2 steps. I know he's going to keep me forward 6 steps. So I'm fine.
And having this transition from having nothing
Yeah.
to having something,
Yeah.
that's an adjustment in itself. How are you dealing with that?
I mean, I've always been rich. Like even when I had no money, I was rich because I had my mom and dad. I had my sister, my brother. I had family. You know what I'm saying? So I hate when I even say things like I had nothing because that's so dumb. You know what I'm saying? I had my family. I had people around me. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate to say the word nothing because I had them. There's people with money that have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, but the transition is difficult, but at the same time, I'm getting used to it. I've kind of gotten used to it. I've never been a bum motherfucker. Even when I was homeless, I was always fresh. You never saw me stink. You never saw me look whack. And my mother tells a story. She said, you always cried when you shit yourself as a baby. She said, you cried so much until I changed you. It's in my DNA to be a clean motherfucker. You understand? Like it's in my DNA to be a fly motherfucker, to have a drip. Every time I walk into a store now, I just don't look at the price tags. That's the only thing that changed. But I've always been fly. Even if I went to Marshalls and try to switch the tags that could be cheaper and finesse my way, I've always been a fly motherfucker. Like I've always been this way. I felt like I was always rich. I feel like in this world that we live in, it's a game and you control the world. And how you control it is you need to figure it out. If you want something, you attract it. And that's the only way it works. I've attracted this lifestyle of mine. I've always attracted rich friends, even though I was the brokest. Guess what? I attracted richness. I've always had this drip about me. Everywhere I go, people felt like I always had money, even when I was the brokest in the crew. I've never let anyone know that I was doing bad. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that changed now is I actually have money. I don't got to lie about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What would you tell your younger self?
Um, if I had to talk to my younger self, I would say, hey, Gash, chill the fuck out. Play the fool. If I had to talk to my younger self, I would say, hey, play the fool to fool the fool who thinks they fooling you. Yeah. And honesty saves time, but don't be honest. Wait for the time.
Wow.
Because I ruined a lot of relationships saying how I felt early stage. You know what I'm saying? And there's things I don't regret, because in this business, you always meet people that are more powerful than you, and they try to get you to do things you don't want to do. And I said no. You know what I'm saying? I still say no. You know what I mean? I stick to my guns. But there's times where I could have said, yeah, this song sounds cool. It's dope. You know, instead of saying, yo, that's just whack. You should do this. And they're like, who are you to tell me it's whack? And then, fuck that guy. I don't like that guy. And then, boom, you get kicked out of a Gaga session. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the only thing.
Where do you see Gashi, say 5 years from now?
5 years from now, God willing, I'm alive. 5 years from now, God willing, I'm alive. And I see myself living in Malibu. And God willing, my parents are alive and living with me. And I see myself just doing movies. Like, I see myself becoming a director. I see myself maybe in fashion. I don't know why. My mother said she had a dream of me being in fashion. And the thing that's so crazy is, like, I wasn't supposed to be born, which is crazy. You know, I was a mistake. My mother found out she was pregnant late, and she was like, okay, I'm going to keep him. And she had a dream that I fell from the sky. And she cried because she saw a baby fall from the sky. And then she caught me. And then she woke up. She said she saw me before I was born. So every time she says something, like she said she saw this guy, I said, who is the guy? And then she showed me a picture of Jay-Z, and I ended up signing with Jay-Z 8 years later. You know, like she's like, oh, you're going to work with this guy. You know, it's like she saw kind of the future, you know what I mean? So she says, she always says you're going to work in fashion and movies. So you never know. But in 5 years from now, I just hope I'm alive and I'm successful.
You are successful.
Continue to be successful. Because you know what, man? You know, it's a roller coaster, man. You want 1 year they like you, the next year they don't. So, you know, just save up. It's hard. Yeah, thank you so much. It's hard to save up, though, because, you know, I like buying a lot of shit.
I got one more question.
Yeah.
One more question.
Yeah.
And this is an important one. Who is Gashi?
Who is Gashi? Gashi is Gashi is a kid. Gashi is a kid with big dreams, so big that he's afraid of them, but he's willing to risk it all. Gashi is the most generous person. Gashi is a kid that set himself on fire to keep his family warm. That's who Gashi is, and that's that. I don't know what to tell you. And that's who he is, you know? Gashi's everything. Product of the world, you know? And that's that. And you know what, man? I think people are going to appreciate me. I think people are going to appreciate my music. I've had people in the business tell me they hate me, but they love my music. And when someone tells you that, it's, you know, the music's fucking good. So I just think that I'm the type of artist that either people appreciate me while I'm alive, or I live long enough to be a villain and they love me early, or they just love me when I'm dead and I'm gone. So, and it seems like that's how they do it nowadays anyway. But I just feel like I'm gonna be here forever. Even though I don't see myself being an old man, I feel like I'm 16 still. You know what I mean? Last time I felt, you know what I'm saying? Like people are like, oh, it's 2018. I'm still thinking about what happened in 2001. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a young soul, but I'm an old soul in a fucked up way. I'm old because I feel like I belong in the 70s and 80s, but I'm young enough where I don't let an old motherfucker tell me what the next move is. I do what I want. I sing, I rap, I dance, I dress the way I dress. I like my style. I've always had my own identity. I've never looked at anyone to tell me what's the next move. Oh, this is hot, this is not. Stop it. Because I like to do what I do. It's in me. I really feel like you cannot teach You cannot teach confidence. You cannot teach swag. You cannot teach drip. You cannot teach someone to be great. You just can't teach that shit. Greatness is within. Like as soon as a baby and a child is born, you could look at their eyes and tell who they're gonna be. And that's that. I feel like in the most humble way, because I don't want to sound crazy. I just feel like I'm put on earth to make a difference. Like I was not even supposed to be here, and there's reasons why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I already saved my family. Now it's time for me to save every kid that listens to my music somehow, some way. But that's not my job. At the end of the day, I do what I do. My music is for me. If you like it, then we share it together. And if you don't, fuck it. Find something that you like. Every Friday is a new artist. That's that. That's my come up. Yo, man, what up, what up? It's your boy Gashi. And this right here is my come up. And guess what? I am my come up. Peace.